Hey, peace and harmony here with you today. Dealing with some of the depression and the low energy that takes place after exposing a psychopath or a narcissist. Now, once we kind of expose them and we realize that, we've been in love with a facade, we've been in love with somebody who is not real, who's disgenuine, who has strung us along, who has used us, who has abused us emotionally, and really, would not really miss us if we were gone. We don't have really a place in their heart. We have a place in their supply bucket. Okay, so sometimes in realizing this or learning about this, I find that a lot of people who I talk to about this, they go through really a state of depression, very low energy. Almost post-traumatic stress syndrome sort of feelings. They really kind of hit a wall within themselves. They can't even do the typical things that they do around their house. They find it difficult to get out of bed. They find it difficult to get off the sofa. They can't stop laying down. They can't water the plants. They find it very difficult to go grocery shopping. They don't eat. They can't sleep. They're crying quite a bit, which is, a whole, hormonal release going on. And it is a stage of grief, but it's a little bit different than, I would say, your typical grief that you experience with like a regular breakup or even loss of a friend, or family member to them passing. There has, something to do in the emotional body and our energy systems, where our intuition, which is our highest guidance, which comes from the top of our head, where that has really been kind of severed and dismantled from our heart. Our heart chakra, which is right in here, and our solar plexus, which is, right in the center of our rib cage. There's a disconnect between that, and then of course, if the lower chakras, the really base, root chakra, which is your sexuality, which is your grounding energy, all that is severed from your highest chakra and your ability to communicate, which is your throat chakra. These are all energy centers that all have to be in alignment. And once we expose the narcissist, we've fought with them for the last time. We've made excuses for them for the last time. We no longer accept being manipulated by them anymore. We absolutely refuse to take a back seat, second fiddle, second-rate citizen to them. The psychopath as well. I discuss both of these personality disorders in this channel. The psychopath, which has absolutely lacking in any sort of conscience, can do and commit immeasurable damage to somebody's psychology. In fact, I find a lot of people who I speak to have a very difficult time even ever getting over it. I mean, it can take years and years. And I have good news for you. It does not have to take that long. If you're very low in energy, do not fear. This is basically, think of it as your body resetting itself. Know in your body, mind, and spirit that you need this hiatus. You need this vacation. You need to, yes, shutting it down. I would not be alarmed by it. Just realize that it's your body kind of recalibrating, and it's your energy centers within your spine, within your mind, within your spirit, and your crown chakra, which is, connected to your higher self, your, and the kind of the astral planes, those higher sources and your team of guides that have been working with you. You're reconnecting, you're recalibrating to them. And it's almost reprocessing on a cellular level. As you know, the cells in our body regenerate. We're constantly in a state of cell generation and degeneration. Cells die off, new ones are formed, just like our bone marrow, the lining of our intestines, our hair, our skin. We're constantly going through an exfoliation and a regeneration of new cell growth. Well, keep this in mind, that your body is working overtime to try to get you to reestablish a sense of harmony and peace within your environment. You've been very taxed You've been through quite a tremendous, learning and chapter in your life, which you are now closing. You are closing that chapter. It is done. It's not around you anymore. It's, you're now severing yourself from that. And so your body is trying to reboot. You're trying to reboot yourself. And basically, you're going to need to reprogram yourself to get that energy back up. So you can get beyond the wall. You absolutely positively can get beyond it and into that growth. And there are certain things you can do to help move it along. For one, get enough sleep. Don't feel bad if you're sleeping a little bit more, taking a nap. Do some other comforting things for yourself. Go ahead and get yourself, a serenity candle. Get it with a very sole purpose that it is your serenity candle. It's not, you're going to have dinner by it. Keep it burning by you in a safe manner. Get a serenity candle in like a pink, a rose quartz, something uplifting, maybe something in a red, where it's aligning with a grounding color, which is red, your root chakra. Which is going to connect you to your, help you ground again. And, the pink colors, which will help you connect with a sense of love and compassion for yourself. Do these sorts of things, being around candlelight, even if it's summer. It doesn't matter if it's summer, it's just, or it's like a bonfire, there's summer bonfires. It doesn't have to be tied to any season or a meal or anything. But, start lighting a serenity candle for yourself, and pray and connect to your higher source, the spirit of Jesus Christ, which is the healing spirit in the Christian religions. Whatever it is your faith, reconnect to that God source. Ask Archangel Michael. He resonates to the color blue. He's one of the highest archangels that you can call upon, who is there to protect you and guide you. Also, Archangel Gabriel, he resonates to the color green. He's healing and he's, physical health. And you can call upon these two archangels. You can read about them. But, once you kind of tune into these higher entities and higher forces, which are divine in nature, and ask them to join you and to please strengthen you and cleanse your environment, and to reconnect you to your guides and your teams of compassion and self-love, and ask those to be, recontacted to you. And just say this in a nice, gentle manner. You don't have to, spend all day, but even if it's just a few minutes, sitting in that calm, meditative state.